I feel like the best setup to start with is pillows under the knees and then something under the back. Ah. So find a nice comfortable position for you. You can have the pillow under your head, or you can have some pillows under your back to do like a restorative supported fish. Just checking in with how you're feeling today. And then come to your comfortable position. And if you want to, place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. Bring your focus to your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breath in. And nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Notice the ground below you. The support. Just keeping with you throughout the practice this emphasis on support. There's emphasis on relaxation, an emphasis on your breath. The breath brings us into present, brings us to this moment, and brings us back into our body. So we'll start with a breath that we can come back to throughout the practice, a breath that will remind us of the present moment, a breath that will bring us into our body. Very foundational breath is called Durga, or three-part yogic breath. Begin by taking in a nice, long, slow, deep breath and fill your belly up like a balloon. And then exhale, feel the belly come back down towards the spine, release the air from your lungs. Do this a few times. Inhale, fill up your belly. Exhale, release the breath from the belly. In this round, on your inhale, fill up your belly, leave a little bit of air to pull it up into the ribs. Feel the ribs expand away from one another. Exhale, ribs come back towards one another, belly comes back in towards the spine. Just moving up a level, continue with a few breaths. Inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your ribs. Exhale from your ribs, from your belly. On this next round, we'll move into the full breath. So inhale, fill up the belly, fill up the ribs, feel them expand from one another, and then leave some for the chest. Puff up your chest. Exhale from the chest, ribs come back towards one another, belly in towards the spine. Continue at your own pace with this three-part breath, inhaling to the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And then exhaling from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. It's a very diaphragmatic breath. The vagus nerve runs right through the diaphragm. And so this is almost like a massage to the vagus nerve. It calms and relaxes, slowing down your heart rate, decreasing your blood pressure, all by relaxing the nervous system. As much as you can remember, as many times as you can remember, come back to that three-part breath. And I'm going to read words from Mark Nico's book, the Book of Awakening. Sustaining wonder. In one atom are found all the elements of the earth. In one motion of the mind are found all the motions of existence. In one drop of water are found all the secrets of the endless oceans. In one aspect of you are found the aspects of life. Khalil Gibran. As humans, we are relentlessly in cycle. The mind builds a shell to protect its turtle spirit, but the shell muffles the spirit. Till outgrowing the shell, we devise ways to break it. We build the shell, then tear it down. We build it thinner. We tear it down. Yet only between constructions are we thoroughly touched. Only between encasements are we punctured by love. But we are not to be blamed. All of nature is conscripted to such a cycle. Trees grow moss, silver tarnishes. The mind is dulled by the growth of its conceptions. And likewise, a storm removes the moss, a scratch breaks through the tarnish, and crisis reveals the raw surface of the mind. Time builds and erodes, and we are transformed, yet the same. Wind gathers sand to a dune, and tide undermines the dune. It's how the early years pack us, and the later ones softly flood us without a sound. We have no choice but to withstand the film that constantly builds and to endure the erosion that inevitably follows. Of course, for humans, this dance of film and erosion is not merely physical. It affects our thinking, feeling, seeing, and being. How easily and repeatedly we dull and brighten. How easily we become chronic and amnesics of spirit, drifting into observation and analysis when we stop participating and experiencing. Then we wake one day forgetting the feel of life, which incredibly attuned to its silhouette. We can see it so clearly, each perplexity and nuance, yet why can't we feel it? In this way, the mind grows thoughts and words the way the planet grows trees. So much that we no longer see the heaven. And so we need to chop down what we think and say. And yes, silence is an act. In truth, our aliveness depends on our ability to sustain wonder, to lengthen the moments we are truly uncovered, to be still and quiet till all the elements of the earth and all the secrets of the ocean stir the aspects of life waiting within us. Remember to stay in touch with the support of the ground below you, as well as your 3-part breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Remember your 3-part breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. It's really important that as we start to move and transition, you keep this pace of basically a snail, that you transition incredibly slow, and that it goes from stillness to movement. So start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. It's again connecting to the support of the ground below you and the support of your props. And move ever so slowly, maybe even just starting with some stretches. Ooh. And take your time coming to a seat, knowing that I'm moving, but in no way do you need to move as quickly as myself. Next posture is a straddle forward fold. So you might even want to face the long edge of your mat. And then bring your pillows, your bolsters, your blocks, whatever it is that you're using in front of you to prop you in the best way that works for you into a supported seat. So in restorative, we're not looking to stretch, to lengthen, to strengthen. In restorative, we're looking to chill. So you may feel a stretch and that's okay, but we're not going for the biggest stretch you can feel. So find a comfortable straddle. And then find a way to prop yourself so that you are supported. It's not yin, right? We're not looking for discomfort. We're looking for the opposite. We're looking to be completely supported so that we can turn off, shut off this part of us that is consistently in survival mode. We want to create a space, a container in which we feel supported. And we do that with the use of what we have, in this instance, the ground and your prop. And once you find yourself in that settled position, lean into it. Know that when you're completely supported, the deepest depths of the body can release its grip, which allows for some very deep patterns and tensions to rise to the surface, to be released. Stay with your breath. The breath helps to keep us focused, to keep us calm, to keep us in the rest and digest part of the nervous system, the part where we can heal. Hmm. The yawning and the sighing are really the body expressing the release. So if you feel any of these, if you feel a sigh coming on, you feel yawns coming on, this is actually like the nervous system moving to another level, a deeper level. It's a transition, and please welcome it. Remember your three-part diaphragmatic breath. Come back to your breath. And plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Take your time coming back up. And reach underneath your knees, bringing the legs back together. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees fall open. So if you're facing the long edge of your mat, you probably want to turn to face the short edge of the mat. Keep the knees together and then place bolsters or blocks underneath the knees, giving them some extra support. And then slowly make your way down onto your back. Maybe having some support underneath your neck, your head. Won't quite get into back bending yet. So finding a reclined butterfly or your reclined bound angle with your knees supported and your neck supported. At the back, completely supported by the ground. And let the arms open up. And if you have props to place under the arms, like blankets, that's great. If not, that's great too. You could also place your right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest, on your heart. You don't have to. Make sure that if that's happening, that your arms are supported either by the ground or by blankets so that the arms aren't hanging. So you're not doing any work. You are supported. You are held. You are safe. Stay with your 3-part breath. Relaxation is really an art. It's like a muscle. We need to work it to get good at it. It's almost like anti-culture. Our culture, our society nowadays is go, 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 and we've been wired to do that. Are you able to find some space, some quiet? If at any time you are feeling like a deep agitation, stay present to the breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Remember your 3-part breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. And remember to stay connected to the feeling of support from your props in the ground. You are supported. You are safe. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Reach your hands down to the thighs and then pull the knees up towards one another. Walk your knees or your heels in towards your bum. Take one of the bolsters, blocks, or pillows that you had supporting your knee, and then put the weight into the feet and lift your hips up into the air. Bring the bolster underneath your bum. You can play with this. Do you want to go higher? Do you want to keep your knees bent and the soles of the feet on the ground, or would you like to do a supported bridge with the support of the bolsters? Does that look like for you? The goal here is to keep the shoulder blades on the ground. You can have your head supported, starting with a slight back bend. Just taking the time to set it up as well, to find the posture that you're looking for. Find your 3-part breath. If at any time you feel discomfort in your lower back, feel free to bend the knees. Bending the knees always, not always, but usually helps to relieve the discomfort of the low back. Nice long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice long, slow, deep breaths out. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Lift up the bum. So that might mean bending the knees and placing the soles of the feet on the ground, or maybe that's already happening for you. Lift your bum up, pull the bolster, the block out from below you. Take a moment with a neutral spine, just feeling the ground, the support below you. And if you don't already have a bolster underneath your knee, then please place one there. And for this next posture, brook posture, move the back bend up the spine a bit. So it helps to have the bolsters, one right under your bum and then one right above the bum, so that as you lay over, we now have the back bend in the thoracic or middle back. And this can be pretty uncomfortable for many. There's often This is where the most restriction is, because we have like a kyphotic curve. So we have an outward curvature of the spine. So to create a lordotic or an inward curvature, especially if one sits at a desk or has slumped shoulders, this can be a lot. So to counteract, if this is a lot, to counteract, just put extra padding under the head to support the neck. And then option to keep the hand on the belly and the heart, or bring your arms out to the side. How can you find complete support in this posture? Stay with your Durga or 3-part breath. Like finding this place of ease in your posture, this place of relaxation. Stay with your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breath in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, stretch out your body. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side. Removing the bolsters from behind and below you, and then set yourself up to be on that one side. Bolster in between the knees, under the head, finding support on one side. Stay with your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. As you are stacked, leaning on your side, feel the top of the body supported by the bottom of the body, and the bottom of the body supported by the ground, by the floor. But if you're laying on the right side, the left side has this space to release, and vice versa, knowing you'll be switching sides soon enough. How can you let go even further? How can you lean into the support that is here for you right now, right where you are? Take a breath. Start to wiggle. Just quietly, calmly, and with as little movement as possible, roll over onto the other side. Take your time. Use the least amount of energy possible. And stay with your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. And feel yourself completely supported. Start to wiggle toes and fingers. Making bigger movements with your body. The goal here is to prop up your legs as high as you can for your final resting pose. So, however that may look to you based on the support that you have, and find your Shavasana with your legs supported. And bring your arms out to your side, palms face up. And push the back of your head into your mat. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Let your feet fall open. We come into our final resting pose. Is there any way you can relax even more? And you connect even deeper to the support here, the ground and your props all around you. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing your attention back to your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Starting to make those finer movements bigger. And find your way up to a seat, however that may look. And once you're there, roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees and your thighs. A nice, long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. Do that a few times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Bring your hands together at the center of your chest and bow your head. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice this morning. From my heart to yours, namaste.